What's up? It's Carolina Calvin. We all know what game looms overhead coming Sunday. We got the Super Bowl. Um, Seattle Seahawks against the Denver Broncos. I was actually predicting this earlier on this season. I'm not sure if I said it in the video, but I do remember predicting that these two teams were going to be in the Super Bowl. I'm sure a lot of people did. You know, obviously, two number one seeds. Um, But number one seeds don't always make it. But a lot of people predicted that these would be the two teams in the playoffs, and I thought this would have been the most interesting matchups out of AFC, NFC. Um, Come Sunday, we finally get to see how a game like this will turn out. You got two of the top teams in their conference. Um, you know, they obviously had to go through all the things they had in the regular season. It was a great season for them, of course. This game right here means everything. It, you just couldn't imagine how these guys feel coming into a game like this. Saying but they got butterflies is just, I think that's understating how they actually feel. But I'm gonna quickly go through it. Don't want this video to be too long. Some of my other videos have been too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and give my keys to victory. Get injuries, which aren't that many anyway. Keys to victory. Start with Seattle. Keys to victory for Seattle is slowing down Peyton Manning. Of course, coming in, you knew that was something they really had to do. Slowing down Peyton Manning. And the second thing, I think the offense needs to step up. Not just Marshawn Lynch, who has played great in the playoffs, but they need Russell Wilson to, you know, he has made some nice throws, but consistently he has not been, he's been missing some throws as well. So I think offensively, another way to really put a hurting on the Broncos is keep Peyton Manning off the field. And I think, they have to do those things. They have to put the ball in the air. They're gonna have to keep Peyton Manning off the field, and then when Peyton's on the field, you know, they got to take away the plays they like to run. Um, Peyton is really good at orchestrating the offense. He changes plays at the line of scrimmage. He does all sorts of things, and they have to be able to be ready to slow down, those plays. um, and of course, as I said, offensively, they have to play much better than they have against, the 49ers and against the Seahawks. Albeit those two teams have better defenses, especially, Seattle, who's, the Saints, whose defense didn't get any credit, but, those teams have better defenses. But, we do know that the Seattle offense has been struggling in terms of a passing game. Um, I would definitely say those are keys to winning. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing intricate. Keep Peyton Manning off the field, and when he's on the field, take away the things he like to run. Pretty simple to me. Yeah, you can say that in words. Um, for Denver, I would say, of course they need Peyton to play well. That's a gimme. They're gonna need him to play well. He's the engine that's been driving this team pretty much most of the year. Especially mainly that offense. But I would say defensively they would have to. They actually have played pretty good in the playoffs defensively. Definitely much better than they played at the end of the season. I'll say defensively they'll have to slow down Marshawn Lynch. Number one, slow down Marshawn Lynch. That's the number one priority because really no one's been able to slow him down in terms of an entirety of a game. He's broken runs off against the Saints. We do know that. And he broke off a run against the 49ers. Um, they're going to have to slow down Marshawn Lynch. And I think they're going to have to be able to run the ball effectively because, you just can't have Peyton. I know he can do it. You can't have him just constantly going back there and throwing the ball against the strength of that Seattle defense. You got to run the ball and, keep it balanced. Make them have to creep those safeties up. And I think doing that will mix it up, especially if they're running it effectively. So, and Seattle's tough to run against. You have people coming in and say, that's susceptible to the run. Not really. I mean, the pass defense is better than run defense, but that doesn't make the run defense bad. So I'll say slowing down Marshawn Lynch and running the ball effectively, are two things that, especially running the ball offensively, something that's going to go overlooked. But I think it's something they're going to have to do effectively. Um, that pretty much does it. How I think Denver has to really control the game is stop the run, run the ball. Outside of what Peyton's going to do. I'm gonna go ahead, go over injuries, then I'm gonna give my final pick. Because, like I said, I wanted to go through this video really quick. Not really much I want to say. It's a preview video, and all of it is just a prediction of how you think things gonna go, and what you think one team had to do. Because something completely different could happen. Who knows? Injuries for Denver. There's really only no Sean Marino who's probable. He's gonna play. He was the only person that was listed on the injury report that I did see. He had a full practice. This was January 30th. Then we had Seattle. Marshawn Lynch probably. Come on, he's gonna play. It's Marshawn fucking Lynch. Brandon Meebang, he's gonna play. These guys that's on here are gonna play. Doug Baldwin, he practiced fully Wednesday, gonna play. Then you have, let's see, Percy Harvin, who's gonna play. We all know he suffered a concussion against San Fran and was pretty much out of that game. But they did say if they made it to the Super Bowl, he will be able to play. 2-week layoff. Of course, he's gonna play. Pretty sure he passed all concussion tests after 2 weeks. So he's definitely gonna be an X factor in this game, especially if he can actually stay in the game. But he's definitely an X factor in this game. The guy's not being talked about. It's been a disappointment for most of the year for them. But if any game you need to step up, this is the game. It doesn't get any bigger than this. That's pretty much injury reports. Nobody's really gonna miss it. Just gonna miss the damn Super Bowl. All these guys that I mentioned are gonna play, of course. Now I want to get to the team I think is gonna win. Yeah, I kind of had to think over it. I'm really want to say I had a favorite team that I want to win. Coming in, it wouldn't have mattered to me who won or not. But I'm going to tell you what I think will win. I'm gonna go with. I think Seattle's gonna win. I think the defense they have the tools to be able to slow down the receivers of Denver. Now, when defending Peyton Manning, it's tricky, man, because he can make any of those receivers. Man, he can get some fifth string guy and make him look like a superstar, and it could be some random guy that steps up. But I do think Seattle's gonna win. I think offensively they're gonna be able to put the ball in the air. I think this is gonna be the week where they're gonna be able to put the ball in the air, consistently, and move the ball against, an not so good Denver secondary who has played better in the playoffs. I think this is the game where Seattle will be able to throw the ball. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle. As a matter of fact, that was one of my keys. And I think that's gonna happen. Them having to be able to throw the ball in there, and I think they'll slow down Peyton. I think they're gonna stop Peyton Manning. I think they're gonna be able to slow down Peyton Manning enough to where that offense can go out and make some plays. So pretty much does it. I think Seattle's gonna win. Probably be going to friends throwing a party. Does it pretty much every year. I will be going to that, and that's why I'll be watching the game at. Really excited, man. Even though football's gonna be over after the Super Bowl, we got the draft. I'm probably gonna do some videos on the draft. I'm still gonna do the video game videos, and also really need to start doing some NBA videos. There's been a lot of hot stuff that's been happening in the NBA. So I definitely need to really start talking about the NBA. But that pretty much does it for this video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl? By how much? Who do you think is gonna be Super Bowl MVP? I honestly think it's gonna be Russell Wilson. So, no matter of fact, I can't even predict that. I think that'll be Russell Wilson or Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch has been a beast in the playoffs. But let me know who you think is gonna be Super Bowl MVP. Are you excited for this game? Are you going to a party? Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.